All right, here we are on lesson 6, bubble 9. And on bubble 9, it has you continue through. If you read the do this, essentially previously, if you press the left button, you would get your LED to blink. And if you press the right button, you would get your LED to turn off. And that was based off of your this value of your slider, right? Because we went in, we got this variable interval where it went to the interval element and got its value, and then that variable called interval was used throughout your commands. Now we want to add this new event block so that when the interval, which is over here, this is the element and the ID is interval, when it changes, so rather than having to rely on the fact that we are pressing the left button to make this command happen, we're now going to also make it so that when you change the interval, it happens. So in other words, when I slide the slider. So I'm going to really just duplicate what's down here because I wanted to do the same thing. So I'm going to go ahead and pull in that variable. And I want it to, when you drag the slider, I want you to go and get the property for this particular variable. So this variable is interval, just the same as down here. And I'm going to go get the properties of this particular element. This element is the interval element. So I'm going to click there. And I want to go get its value. And that value is set up when you create these sliders. It could be 0 to 10 or 0 to 100, whatever it is set up as. Now I've got this interval variable that has a value to it based on what my slider is set at. And now I'm going to go ahead and go to my LED blink. And I want to change the interval from 200 to this variable. And remember, a variable should have no quotes around it. So what this is going to do is when I change my slider, which happens to be called interval, it's going to go set my variable to a particular property. My variable will be whatever the interval's value is. And then it's going to go down and make my LED blink at that particular interval. So let's run it, see how it goes. And if I change this, it should make my circuit board blink. So here's a picture of my circuit board. Right? It's blinking at a certain speed. If I increase my LED, now it is a long blink. And if I shorten it down, now it's a quick blink. And that's how bubble 9 works.